Hi, Bother Brigade. Here's what's bothering me today. The Doug Ford video is unfortunately going to have to be released tomorrow. And right now, there's another story that I've wanted to get off my chest for a while, but as you saw in yesterday's video and also in the stream on Monday, haven't had power until very recently. But a while ago, there was a story involving students at a Catholic school in Ottawa that absolutely enraged me. Ottawa students' parents outraged at humiliating high school dress code blitz. Students at an Ottawa high school are protesting after teachers and staff conducted a dress code blitz that students said left them feeling degraded and humiliated. The blitz at Béatrice Desloges Catholic High School in Orleans on Thursday provoked immediate outrage among parents and students who say the actions went too far and seemed to be aimed at only female students. Funny how it's always female students who face the brunt of dress coding. I wonder if maybe there's, say, a sexist reasoning behind that. Also, pay attention to, how, like, before people have said, oh, we can't force mask mandates on students and stuff like that, but you can absolutely enforce dress codes. And thankfully, I'm not the only one pointing out this blatant hypocrisy. School boards. We can't police mask wearing. Students have rights. Also school boards. Girls, bend over and touch your toes so that we can see if your skirts are too short. And unfortunately, folks, you'd think that already it's bad enough, right? Already on a sweltering day, they are mostly carding girls. And unfortunately, right, like that's already bad, but it just got so much worse. Students, particularly girls of École Secondaire Catholique Béatrice Desloges in Orleans, are upset with school administration following a surprise dress coding blitz conducted by school staff. Students showed up to class on a warm 30-degree day wearing summer-style clothing to cope with the heat. An hour after the start of the school day, 50 to 60 students, mostly girls, were sent to the office for allegedly violating the school's dress code. Victims allege they felt humiliated during the confrontation. Male teachers were assigned to go class to class to perform the dress code blitz, and the students were told to bend over and touch their toes as a method of measuring their clothing. The incident quickly gained attention across Ottawa, with students from the French school posting their experiences and the humiliation they felt during the incident. Students were forced to miss class, and their phones were confiscated as a deposit fee. Many were crying and felt violated. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Like, actually, what the fuck is wrong with this school? Not only, right, are they deciding to be very sexist and card, for the most part, female students on a hot summer's day, right? They also then basically, go class to class. It's male teachers and engage in this humiliating behavior. They're also confiscating their phones. Like, what the actual fuck is wrong with this school? But unfortunately, folks, I know it's only gotten worse and worse. The school still found a way to make it worse. So in the wake of this series of unfortunate events, the students rightfully and understandably protested. However, the cops responded to their protest, which is very interesting, seeing as how the Ottawa Police Department showed no interest in meaningfully addressing the Freedom Convoy back in the winter until they were forced to do so. Meanwhile, students protest being humiliated and violated in full view of their fellow students and in front of male faculty. Most of these are teenage girls, I remind people, and the cops wasted no time arresting several students that were out protesting. So here we see a couple of fine pigs arresting a student, or attempting to arrest a student for, protesting. Thankfully, there's some other students, and then you see this other student here be grabbed by this officer for, protesting. They drag him over to the car where there's already another student, which, I mean, hey, I respect the BoJack Horseman fit. But, they're throwing this kid against the side of the cop car, all while he is protesting the terrible treatment of his fellow students. This is how cops in Ottawa treat students rather than attempted insurrectionists during a multi-week occupation of the downtown core. Okay. As someone hilariously but also grimly points out, the Ottawa school children protesting sexual harassment should have simply chanted far-right slogans when the cops arrived so they wouldn't get arrested. Sadly, I feel like that actually would have been somewhat effective. But isn't this whole story just so unbelievably, cosmically sad and pathetic? Students who are just simply trying to beat the heat and mind their own business at school had to be humiliated and had their phones confiscated in front of their peers and being groped and manhandled by male teachers, all for trying to be comfortable on a hot and humid summer's day. And unfortunately, the response that apparently warranted a police response. What the hell is going on in Ottawa? What the actual hell is wrong with their police services? And what the hell is wrong with this school and so many other schools, right? That's the problem. This is merely the latest in a long line of terrible BS incidents that have involved just teenagers trying to live their lives, and apparently teachers and adults can't handle or accept that, whether they are faculty or cops. And it is so deeply infuriating and pathetic. Once again, it's just a grim reminder that especially women don't actually have full control or authority over their own bodies, whether in terms of being ogled by creepy weirdos or in terms of just trying to, wear comfortable clothing that is appropriate for, the heat and the environment. And then they still can't do that. And then when they rightfully make a stink, they and their fellows are actually arrested or threatened with arrest by cops who did nothing for actual goddamn insurrectionists and fascists. What the actual fuck is wrong with our society? I don't know if there are any lawsuits going on or if, the principal has decided to resign in disgrace or something, but something needs to happen here, right? I am so unbelievably tired of hearing story after story of instance of dress coding and abuse for no real discernible, justifiable reason. And in the wake of everything else that's happening with Roe v. Wade going away in the States, the unfortunate reality is that these girls were once again reminded that their bodies are not theirs to control when they absolutely should be. And the fact that this is a fundamental freedom that is still, for some reason, up for debate is absolutely what's bothering me today.